am Nikki from Art with Heart Studio, and this is Ayla, my daughter. She's going to be my special guest instructor today, so thank you very much for coming on.
We are making mixed media art. We're gonna have to do it again because we had to do it 2 times.
Okay, one more time. And let's say keep going. We'll say let's get started. Okay?
No, can we
don't
just do it a different, because
I can cut it out.
Say
it's okay.
Oh.
I can cut it out. Yeah. Ayla is an artist in her own right. Actually, behind us is a mixture of both of our paintings here in our house.
Mine.
Yeah, and then some are mine, and then some are actually our collaborative work where we get to paint together. So yeah. So thank you all for joining us and for buying our June box. I'm really excited for this box. It's super fun. We get to use watercolor tissue paper. Woo! Ayla, you know all about watercolor tissue paper, don't you? Mm-hmm. So we're going to be demonstrating what we can do with this watercolor tissue paper to make a super fun mixed media piece that's all summer themed, because it is June and summer is on its way and we are so excited, right? All right, so let's get started. So in your box, you would have had a Ziploc bag of watercolor tissue paper. I'm actually using the lid of the box here to spread it all out, just like this. Now, this is enough. Each square is lots of paint, so this is enough to get you through many pieces of artwork, which is super exciting. So, has anybody used watercolor tissue paper before? Have you? Yeah. So Ayla, what do you need to add to watercolor tissue paper to make it work? Water. So everybody, make sure that you get yourself a cup or a bowl of water, okay? Nice clean water. Another thing you're going to want to have on hand is a sheet of paper towel to dab your stuff off of. It gets a little too wet. We have some paintbrushes. And then, Ayla, what do we always say at Art with Heart that you need to do before you start your artwork?
I forget.
What about dress for?
Mess.
Mess. So let's put your apron on. Perfect. Great. Okay. So we are going to approach all the other stuff that we have in our box shortly, but for now, we are just going to take out our paint paper, get our water, our paintbrushes, our paper towels, and our tissue paper, and we're just going to show you how this works. Okay? So we're going to create a background. Oh, sorry. We are going to create a background for some mixed media flowers. So there really is no right or wrong way to do this background. You can make your own choices. It's absolutely up to you. I'm just going to show you how to use the watercolor tissue paper. So the watercolor tissue paper works a lot like regular paint, and in the sense where if you put them next to each other and they mix, you're going to get odd colors, just like browns and such, right? So we are going to, yes, oh, Ayla's grabbing another paintbrush. So what you're going to do, you are going to take your paintbrush and you're going to put a little bit of water on your page, wherever you want the tissue paper to go. And then you're just going to put the tissue paper on top of that water. And then you're going to use a little bit more water on top. And then you're going to keep going and you're going to fill up your whole sheet with colors. see, the colors do mix, and sometimes the pieces of tissue paper are stuck together. So you want to make sure that you're grabbing single pieces. So you might have to pull them apart a bit, because each single piece is paint. So you definitely want to make sure you take care of your supplies. And do you see the way they bleed together? Now, if it's ever getting too wet, you can always take your paper towel and just dab it off a little bit, just a little, so it dries a bit better. But as you can see, I'll start over here where I began. But we let this dry a little bit, and then we start peeling them off.
In the garbage.
Yes, in the garbage, because they do still stain and bleed a little bit. Always a good idea to put like a placemat or a tablecloth down to make it a little easier. But yes, you definitely want to peel these into the garbage, or else you're gonna get little paint pieces all over. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like when you peel it off.
It looks like paint.
So as you lift the tissue paper, look what we have. The tissue paper comes away, but the paint is left. It's pretty cool. Alright, keep working there, Ayla.
And if you use white, when you peel it off, it looks a little more lighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I used some white right here, so when I peel it off, it looks a little more lighter.
Yeah, great tip.
Now I'm using white right now to do it. I'll show you. So I put down some white, put some water on it, and then, can you come in a little closer?
Sure.
So I put the white right there.
Yeah, I see.
And now I put this right here, and then when it comes out, it's gonna look a little more lighter.
Cool.
See? It doesn't look like the white's there, but it's actually under it.
Wow, very cool. I like that trick.
And then you could do it the other way. You put one down, and then you put the white on.
So it's good to wait until your piece is completely dry or close to it before you start peeling the layers off. True fact?
Yes. It's a true fact.
How are you doing over there, Ayla?
Good. It might not turn out, or maybe you do it backwards. You put this on and then you put white on top, and then it's lighter.
Yeah.
You could do it the other way.
Ayla's right. You can always experiment. Experimenting is super fun. You have lots of sheets of paper here to experiment with and see what comes out.
That's true.
I'm just peeling away here. As you can see, it's starting to come out. I have a little spot here that went a weird color, but that's okay. I could always fix it up or incorporate it into the piece or put something over top. I'm not going to worry much about that stuff.
Can you see?
Yeah, it's a little weird spot there.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool too.
It'll turn out better.
Yeah, totally.
When you peel it. Mine looks weird so far, but it's still good.
Oh yeah.
Weird is good.
Weird is good. I'm just peeling away. This is so relaxing, peeling it off, isn't it, Ayla?
Yes.
It's my favorite part, to peel it.
I can't wait till I do.
Yeah.
Mine is taking a long time, but that's good.
Yeah, it's good to take your time on your piece. Ayla knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so mine is all peeled and ready for the next step. So I'm going to put it aside and let it dry.
And wait for me to be done.
Absolutely.
Which might be a while.
Oh, man.
Whoa, it looks like one that you did.
A little bit, yeah. You are my daughter. Makes sense.
Well, yes, it does. Well, I like the sound.
Me too. It's so relaxing, isn't it?
Bum, ba-dum.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba, ba-da, ba, ba, ba.
Bum, bum,
Bum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum.
Ba-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da. Da-da-da-dum, da-dum, dum, dum, dum. I hope Brady doesn't come down. That would be horrible.
He hears the Mario theme and zip
up here. Zip up here.
We're all working from home right now, right? Even Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
And Ayla.
Brady's down here.
Well,
wait, down there, I mean.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of cool that we all get to work at home. You wouldn't get to be part of this video if Mommy wasn't working from home.
Yep. Actually, well, school would be over by now.
No, school would still be in. It's May.
No.
Oh, over by now
Yeah.
in the night, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 7 o'clock or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't, school wouldn't be on,
That's
so
true.
I wouldn't miss it.
That's true. Good call.
That's funny.
I love how you still think I'm funny.
You're always funny.
I'm glad I got that on tape. Now you can't deny you said it.
So whenever I deny I said that,
I'll just get this video.
yep.
Proof!
Finally,
Proof that she thinks I'm funny.
ha ha ha.
Oh.
So when I don't, ta-da! Then.
Yeah. That's how
I'm actually glad that we actually videotaped that.
Just this little bit here.
Mm-hmm. And a couple bits on the sides.
As you can see, Ayla is layering her pieces, and it's going to be definitely interesting to see how that turns out.
Mm-hmm. This actually looks like one piece that she did.
Mm-hmm.
She did one like this.
As you can see, we are both pretty much done our pieces, and there's still tons of this tissue paper left. So as you can see, you can it can really go a long way, which is awesome.
I'm just filling in the little pieces, then I'm done.
It looks amazing. Great job. Okay, I think you are done. Great job. All right, so we are going to let that dry. Woo! And then we are going to peel it. Favorite part, favorite part. Good job. Okay, Ayla, are you ready to peel? Okay, so I'm going to hold it and let her peel. So as you can see, she does it really super gently. just to make sure she doesn't rip the paper underneath. And you can put it right in the garbage there. And they sort of flake off if you let it dry long enough. And these little white spots, totally normal. You just work them into your piece. Nice. I think that's it. Okay, do you want to show them? Beautiful. So I think we are ready for the next step. What do you think?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get set up. So we have our backgrounds for our pieces here. Mine is here, hers is here. And they're a little bit dry now. So we're going to move our water out of the way. We're going to use our paintbrushes now for glue. So I'm going to put the glue out in the middle of for us.
I'm going to use a different brush.
Yeah, perfect. So in your box, you're going to have a variety of different papers that you can use for the next step. So I'm going to move some stuff so you can see them. So I'm going to put this all over here, Ayla, so you can take a look. So we have shiny papers.
I like shiny.
I know. We have glitter papers.
Tinfoil.
Tinfoil. Bumpy paper. Oh, geez. I just realized you also have oil pastels in your box. So we actually didn't get a chance to do them. But you can use oil pastel beforehand and do some designs, and your the watercolor will not adhere to the oil because oil and water do not mix. So that is something that you can do first, which is something I might have forgotten a little bit.
Yep.
Just a little bit. But that's okay. You can still you can still use it.
Minuscule.
Minuscule, yes. You can still use it if you want to make some little designs and stuff. Pastel looks great on top of watercolor.
Ooh la la.
So I'll put it there too. And then you'll also get an assortment of fun objects.
I'll
so
show
like
them.
leaves and flowers and pom-poms and gems and sequins.
And these.
Yes. So lots of cool fun things. So have all, this is the time to have all of that out and ready to use. Okay.
We're gonna use them.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple of the flowers for here. Now, another cool thing to know about mixed media is you do not have to use what's just in your box. You don't have to just use what's in your box. You can actually use stuff from around the house, some of your other craft supplies as well. So here are a couple, yes we do. So here are a couple other things you can use. Doilies. Stop doing this. Doilies, you can use these if you have any of those lying around the house. They're just those paper ones. You can take old magazines and you can, old magazines and you can cut out things from there. So
if you don't need them.
Absolutely. Don't cut anything you without asking your parents first.
Your parents would want them.
Yeah. I also have some markers in case we would like some markers.
Sharpies.
Sharpies.
Also some scissors.
I have some bumpy ruler scissors that you if you have those.
Did you sneak in my room
last
night?
Yes, I did.
Snuck in my room. Even though there's scissors right there.
And
there's scissors right there.
Yes. And popsicle sticks and buttons.
Oh yeah,
buttons are great as well. I did sneak in your room. You have all the good craft supplies.
That was my best craft supplies.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't need those.
Okay. So, yeah, now we are going to make our things to go on there.
The table's messy.
Yeah. So let's start, Ayla. You gonna start?
I'm gonna take this. I'm taking me shiny.
I'm gonna make some leaves out of
I'm actually starting with, I'm just gonna make a couple petals.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna make some leaves first, and then I'm gonna make some petals.
Actually, I'm gonna wait for the shiny paper.
Shiny.
Me shiny.
Me want shiny.
Me want shiny.
What are you gonna make out of that?
Some petals. Cool. If I have enough. Petal. Petal that looks pointy. This is actually a good crafting thing, so it looks super good. Wait, I have an idea. Is this then?
Yeah, you can do that
flower
if you want. Yeah,
so
that's what I was thinking, kind of.
I'll put this right here, and then maybe I could just.
Well, I don't want to cover up my stuff, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this out in the middle like that, so I don't have to cover up my beautiful background.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna put the flower in there inside.
Can you do that for mine? Wait, never mind, I got it. This is left.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Good idea. So when I do this, I like to lay everything out on my page and then glue it down. So I kind of like take everything that I want and I lay it out and I look and see and I rearrange and then I start gluing everything down right at the very end. Just so I know I'm really happy with where everything is. Are you going to use one of these leaves underneath?
Yeah.
Or something?
Okay, now I'm working on the stem.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just about ready to go here. If you're going to use buttons in your piece, make sure you use a very generous helping of glue.
She's right.
Definitely keeping that for later to use. So you really want to make sure you take your glue and paint over top. Just make sure all those edges stay down. So here, see how I'm putting glue here right on top? Keep brushing over top of the glue to get it to all stick down. See how I just went over, keep going over the edges? That's how I get it to stay. So I'm going to do that with the first one here too. Just keep brushing.
Brush, brush, brush. I'm gonna use this.
And so, once you have taken your glue and you've really made sure all the pieces are glued down really well, I just keep going over the edges to make sure they don't pop up. You have to give it some time, let it dry. Mixed media is tricky because you're gluing a lot of stuff on there, right? So you have to make sure you use lots of glue, but not too much glue that it's all sliding off, basically. And then another thing about mixed media is we make a big mess. So you'll definitely want to clean it all up so that that you're allowed to do it again. Okay, do we want to show off our beautiful mixed media pieces? Wonderful.
You'll show yours.
Okay, so here is mine. As you can see, I used an array of different papers and some buttons and some rhinestones to create a sort of flowery, fun effect. So that is mine. And then here is Ayla's. Do you want to explain yours, Ayla?
This is a bird, and
nice.
This is the flower. I couldn't choose which one I should, which pom-pom I should do, so I did both. And right here I did some tin foil and a heart right here, and these have crumbles of tin foil and a couple, and then some rhinestones on top. This one didn't fit, but I put it on top right here. And that's fun.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for making art with me today, Ayla.
You're welcome.
So, thank you all so much for making art with us. We had a great time, didn't we?
Yes.
So make sure you pack everything that's left in your box so you can do another one after.
If you want to.
Absolutely. And please share your pieces in our group, the Art with Heart Out of the Box Facebook group, because we would love to see what you created. So much fun to see how everybody's turns out so different. And this one can be anything you want, which is super, super cool. Thank you so much, and make sure you clean up your mess. All right, we will see you later. Stay tuned to find out what July's box is going to be. It's going to be awesome. What are you doing?
Patting your head.
It's getting late. She's getting goofy. Bye, everybody. Stay safe.